Hey, my beautiful people, pull up a chair and let's have a real intimate living room conversation, okay? No standard textbook jargon today, I promise you, okay? Because the sky right now is doing something it hasn't done in literally centuries, and your nervous system is probably feeling the barometric pressure shift, all right? So we need to talk about Barbault's basket. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Dr. B, what in the world is a Barbault basket? And why does it sound like a high-end picnic accessory? Well, let me break it down in plain English for you, okay? There was a brilliant French mundane astrologer back in the day named Barbault who spent his entire earthly existence computing massive planetary cycles. He discovered that when the slow-moving heavy hitters of the cosmos, like Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, all lock hands at the exact same degree, which is 4 degrees, in fire and air signs, they form a perfect geometric cradle or basket in the sky. And guess what? It is peaking right now between July 19th and July 21st. But here's the kicker, and here's where the sarcasm comes in at, right? The internet is currently screaming that this is the immediate golden age of utopia. Bless their hearts. You know I love a good manifestation ritual, but the universe doesn't just hand out a golden age like free samples at a grocery store. This basket has a handle, and that handle is a high voltage opposition between Jupiter at 4 degrees in Leo and Pluto at 4 degrees in Aquarius. Translation, it's a massive celestial tug-of-war between the fragile human ego, theatrical performance, and wanting to be seen, aka Jupiter and Leo, versus collective systems, systemic power, and community evolution, aka Pluto and Aquarius. The universe has built a cosmic crib to hold our collective transition, but a crib implies we've been acting like babies, and it's time to grow up. The old systems are cracking to pieces so that decentralized, authentic, heart-centered sovereignty can actually take up space here, people. Because I love you, let's look at exactly where this cosmic basket is landing in your chart, which house is getting a total structural renovation, and where you need to point your undivided focus. Listen for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, okay? We're gonna start with Aries. This transit is gonna affect your first house, right? That is your house of self and identity. Look who's getting a total existential makeover here, Aries. With Neptune chilling at 4 degrees in your sign right inside this basket, you're being forced to completely reevaluate who you are when you aren't fighting a battle. It's time to upgrade your personal operating system. Stop performing the strong warrior role for everyone else's comfort. Tap into your intuition, unlock that dormant creative talent, and make a bold choice about your life's direction. The basket is holding space for your rebirth. Stop jumping out of it to save people who didn't ask to be saved, okay? Taurus, this is going to affect your 10th house of career, public recognition, and long-term achievements. I know you hate changes, Taurus, my sweet earthly friend, but your professional penthouse is getting a total layout redesign. The basket is activating a major shift in how you hold authority. You're being called to rethink your priorities. Are you staying in that rigid corporate container just because it's comfortable? Or are you ready to launch that media, tech, or independent project? Diversify your assets and align your work with your true value. Gemini, this is going to affect your 2nd house of finances, material resources, and intrinsic self-worth. With Uranus sitting at 4 degrees in your sign, you are the literal spark plug of this entire cosmic transition. No pressure though. This basket is about to drop a major financial pivot right in your lap. You need to stay deeply curious but highly grounded. Stop scattering your brilliant energy into 10 different side hustles. Focus on long-term wealth generation that honors your intellect. And remember that your value isn't dictated by how fast you can multitask, all right? Cancer, this is going to affect your 2nd and 8th house axis, okay? So this is going to affect your 8th house of investments, deep psychological shadows, and contracts, balancing against your career growth, okay? Then listen, we just had your new moon, and now the cosmic basket is holding your emotional and financial security. The universe is putting money and career center stage for you over the next few years. Ambitious projects or a completely new sovereign professional role are opening up for you. The lesson here, stop hiding in your shell waiting for permission. Invest in yourself and claim your seat at the executive table, Cancer. Leo, this is also going to be affecting 2 houses for you, your first and your 12th house, all right? Your first house of self-expression and visibility opposing the hidden 12th house, right? Adjust your crown. Jupiter is sitting pretty at 4 degrees right in your sign, making you the centerpiece of this entire cosmic configuration. You are the handle of the basket, my love. All right. Your confidence, leadership, and personal partnerships are getting a massive expansion upgrade. But here's the Dr. B reality check. Where does your healthy desire to lead turn into an ego-driven performance? The universe is amplifying your power, but you must use it to uplift the collective, not just to collect applause. Lead from the heart, not from the theater, okay? Virgo, this is going to affect your 6th house. This is your house of health, acts of service, daily routines, daily habits, your physical health, all of those things. Let's get those spreadsheets ready because the sky is asking you to optimize your absolute favorite thing, your daily routine. The Barbault basket is whispering or shouting, depending on how stubborn you're being, that you need to completely overhaul how you treat your physical vehicle and somatic wellness. Avoid your typical trap of perfectionist extremes. Make practical, gentle adjustments to your schedule. You cannot change the world if your own nervous system is running on fumes and espresso, all right? Libra, this is going to affect your 11th house of community, friendships, global networks, collective alliances, soul tribes, right? Relationships are your oxygen, but this transit is asking you to stop playing the people-pleasing diplomat and look at who is actually in your circle. Creative collaborations are illuminated right now. With Pluto acting as a major player in this basket, you are purging superficial connections. Ashe. Who matches your energetic frequency? Focus your energy on building decentralized, authentic networks of mutual empowerment. It's time to surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries as much as your beauty, all right? Scorpio, this is affecting your 10th and 4th house axis, right? So your 4th house of home and foundations and your 10th house of career plans, okay? Your ruling planet Pluto is a massive anchor in this basket, which means you're feeling this architectural shift in your very bones. This is a profound moment for you for personal transformation. You're being called to completely dismantle old toxic definitions of success that were passed down to you through multi-generational trauma. All right? Rebuild a career path that offers a genuine emotional safety net for you at home and unshakable authority in the public. You're shedding the old skin. Let it drop, right? Sagittarius, this is affecting your 9th house, the house of higher wisdom and international growth, all right? Philosophy, publishing, and spiritual expansion as well. Pack your bags because your ruling planet Jupiter is giving you a massive green light to aim higher than you have ever aimed before. This transit is pushing you to make bold, sweeping life decisions. If you've been playing small or hesitating on sharing your voice on a global scale, perhaps through a book or broadcast, I'm just saying, the basket is catching you and propelling you forward. Trust your intuition and expand your horizons. Capricorn, this is going to affect your 8th house. This is your shared resources, generational wealth, deep investments, long-term security, financial metamorphosis, okay? You love a solid, practical plan, and the cosmos is arriving right on time to audit your long-term security, okay? The decisions you make right now regarding financial structures, estate planning, or business investments will lay the bedrock for the next decade of your life. Listen, for the next decade of your life. Treat your resources with respect. Cut out any financial leaks or energetic vampires and focus on building an unshakable sovereign legacy. Aquarius, this is going to affect your 1st and 7th house axis, the house of radical identity evolution, all right? Your 1st house is identity, opposing Jupiter in your 7th house of relationships. Pluto is sitting at 4 degrees right in your sign, acting as the deep systemic anchor of this basket. You're entering an entirely new epoch of your existence. You are completely redefining who you are, how you hold influence, and how you show up in partnerships. The basket is inviting you to renegotiate boundaries with allies and collaborators. Stand fully in your radical, unique power without isolating yourself from the community that loves you. The world needs your vision, but they need the real you, not a detached version, okay? Lastly, Pisces. This is going to affect your 12th and 2nd house axis, the house of somatic magic and core values, all right? Your 12th house of the subconscious and spiritual processing balanced against your 2nd house of personal values. Neptune is working its magic at 4 degrees, hitting your intuitive channels and asking you to finally trust the wisdom of your body, okay? This configuration marks the magnificent close of an old life cycle and the birth of a new one. It's time to stop letting your boundaries leak. Tap into your immense creative potential, clear out old subconscious baggage, and trust that your spiritual gifts have tangible, immense value in the real world. Well, there you have it, my friends. The cosmic basket is woven, the degrees are locked, and the blueprint is yours. Don't let the hype scare you, and don't let the toxic positivity fool you either. Just stand tall in your sovereignty, protect your nervous system, and let the old structures crumble elegantly. Now, I'm officially closing my astrology notebook today because it is time for me to go catch up on my favorite show and give my own mind a rest. I love you. I mean it. There's absolutely, positively nothing you can do about it. Don't you even try it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next broadcast.